Welcome back to Noble News Scorecard. We still have with us in the hot seat Professor Jonah, the Director, Center for Energy Research and Training. So before we went on break, you were talking about the benefits of nuclear energy and the peaceful use that you practice here. With great responsibilities come great challenges.
Yes.
And in the line of work that you do, it involves a lot of scientific method, and if it is not accurate, you cannot get your desired result.
Yes.
So what are the challenges you've encountered during your tenure as director?
Yeah, like I told you, first, the issue of funding is a very big challenge. And if you don't have enough funding, you cannot do what your heart desires. So this is one of the problems we have, and also the political will to make nuclear a very strong area for socioeconomic improvement of the socioeconomic activity of the country. Like if I may explain to you, if the country has the political will, they will escalate nuclear. And all this problem of electricity that we have, we can carry out research activities here to advise government on how to add nuclear to its energy mix. And even with the energy transition, which is trending all over the world, that is decarbonization. People are moving from fossil fuel, that is oil and gas, and they are now going to clean energy. Nuclear is one of the cleanest and safest energy because it does not emit greenhouse gases, carbon monoxide that pollutes the air. So therefore, most countries are adding nuclear to their diversification of their power sources. I think Nigeria should go that way. And now that the nuclear in the nuclear world, we are developing what we call small modular reactors, SMRs, which are like 300 megawatts, which will cost about $1 billion, compared to the gigantic nuclear power plant, which will cost about $30 billion. Those 300 megawatt reactor, which we call SMRs, small modular reactors, can be installed in geopolitical zone. A 300 megawatt small modular power reactor can power about 300,000 households. So you can take those households off the national grid, so that even this grid collapse that you hear all the time will stop. If we put one in an industrial layout like Lagos, where you have a lot of industry, you dedicate one SMRs to them, and the SMRs are very easy. The name is called modular. That means you can manufacture them in company, in the industry, or and then bring them to site and assemble. So it's just like putting together modules. So it doesn't take time. And once you are tired, you can also pack them up and go. So this is what is trending in the world, and we want the federal government of Nigeria to buy into this so that the energy problem or the power problem can be solved.
It is truly inspiring to see somebody who is so passionate about their work and what they do. Is there anything you would like to tell Nigerians, especially aspiring nuclear physicists?
Yeah, I want to tell them that there is light at the end of the tunnel, and like late President Musa Yar'Adua used to say, he was a chemist, and he did mention sometimes in 2007 that nuclear may be the only energy for the future. And it is now materializing, because in 2022, December 2022, the US lab, I think it's Lawrence Livermore lab, they were able to develop methodology to extract energy from the fusion reactor. What we have now is fission reaction. That is, all the reactors are based on fission reaction. Now there's fusion reaction. Fusion means you bring together small nuclei that are light. You bring them together, and in the process, energy is released. They were able to carry out a research, and they found out a net positive energy is possible from fusion. So in another 40-30 years, power reactors will be based on fusion reaction, and not fission reaction. And so, like we said, nuclear may be the only energy for the future because of this decarbonization, net zero emission, and the energy transition we are talking about.
To round up, sir,
Yes.
what do you have any goals that you intend to achieve within your time as director, and what do you want to be remembered for when you leave office?
Yes, I'm telling you now that my tenure comes to an end next week. So anything I have not achieved in the last 2 years, there's little or no time to achieve it. But there are some landmarks that have been made in the center. For example, the reactor had issues when I came in, but now the reactor is in operation, and even we have gotten the International Atomic Energy Agency to buy or to procure for us a new computer control system which has arrived at Abuja airport, and we are just waiting for custom clearance, and in another 2 or 3 weeks we'll bring it to Zaria and install. So that will make the reactor a brand new reactor. So these are some of the landmarks that one has done. And in addition to that, I know there are students who do a lot of experiments, but this power failure is a problem to their experiment. So just about a month ago, we installed a kind of mini grid in the neutronics lab, whereby for 24/7 you can go and do your counting without any inhibitions. These are some of the landmarks and impact that I think I've made in the center.
I hope congratulations will be in order for you for another tenure, sir. So we've heard from the horse's mouth that nuclear science and technology is the happening thing now. So everybody is expected to pay attention to this field, as it's going to be something great for Nigeria in time to come, hopefully in the near future. Thank you very much, sir, for coming on the program.
Yes.
And for being so hospitable. So that's all that we'll be able to take today on Noble News Scorecard. Until next time, I remain your presenter, Precious Onize Bello. Thank you.
Listeners, this is the end of the interview. Join me to thank the erudite scholar, Professor Sunday Jonah, for availing us time despite his tight schedules. Sir, on behalf of the staffers of Noble News and the interviewer, Precious Bello Onize, I, Suleiman Fauzia, is thanking you most sincerely and hoping you always grant us an opportunity to host you anytime we call on you. Thank you for listening.